So we're here with Andrei Farcas, who won the Swiss Nationals 2018 in Lucerne. So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
What deck did you play?
I played pure Bandrish because I thought that it would be the best deck, and in my opinion it is, so yeah.
Okay, so let's go straight to the deck profile.
3 Ray, of course, and 3 Ogre. I built the deck in order to beat like all the rogue matchups, which are like basically in Switzerland, and this was just like a card which I thought would be great against the rogue matchups and also against the mirror because of multi-roll. It's just like it's not the most generic cantrip, but like the best card against the rogue decks and against the brandish mirror, since it does like a little more than Ash in the mirror. So yeah.
It's a Deckprofile.
The one Diablos. I cut the second one for another card, which I'll show you in a second. And then for the spells, 3 engage, of course. 3 token spells. I played 3 of those because I played Sphere Modes in the side deck. So you want to have like another way to get to your link monsters without normal summoning. So yeah. And then I played 3 field spells and 2 terraformings. So the problem with the deck I saw was just you want to get into your engine as soon as possible. So you want to see your raise, you want to see your engage, you want to see all those cards which can help you get into the plays you want. And this was just like I valued like having access to the engine higher than drawing multiple of those. So yeah. And terraforming is just another spell in the grave. So yeah. And then 2 multi-rolls. I was considering playing 3, but just because of like multi-roll on the field spell gets you another way, which is also good against like it's good because I play Sphere Modes, so yeah. 2 Widow Anchors. I was going second all the time, so I didn't really have the space for it, and I thought if I go second, I will just like search this anyway and have it like as an interruption. So I didn't feel the need to play 3 of those if I go second.
Alright.
And then 2 Afterburner and 1 Jamming Wave. I think that's the correct ratio. 1 Shark Cannon. Yeah, it's really good in the mirror. I was considering playing a second one in the side deck, but I didn't find the space. But this is really key in the mirror match. And then 1 Eagle Boost.
Okay.
This card, it's another like quick play spell which you can only activate if you have no monsters in the main monster zone, and it basically says you can target a monster on the field and it gets unaffected by card effects, and if you have 3 more spells in grave, it can be destroyed by battle this turn. So basically, like in a mirror or like against any matchups, it's like you can't get rid of the monster. And because this deck is really like shines in time up and it really goes into time up, this card is really good since like there's no way to put up damage if you can't get around the link monster. So it was really good. I wouldn't cut it. And then I played 3 twins. As I said, I will probably play MSTs, but for this event I was just saying like Altergeist and Tricksters and all those matchups which which rogue matchups are. I thought twins would be better.
Okay.
1 Hercules base. Yeah. I think you have to play it. 3 goods and the 1 fusion. 1 Rhoda, and then I play the meme card limiter removal. This was in the beginning this would be like the second Diablos, but
yeah.
I tested it a lot, and like every time I had this card, it was just like it's a game stealer, and people don't expect it. So also in time up, it really shines. And I had like a match where I Widow Anchored like the Chambara from a dinosaur player, and OTK'd him with that. That was really funny. But I think like every time I saw this card, it just stole the game. So yeah. And then for the traps, just 3 evenly, since as I said, like I went second all the time, and I expected a lot of like not brandish, but Altergeist players, and maybe just also like Paleo, but I didn't face that.
Would you change anything in the main deck after the tournament?
like for those events in Switzerland, I don't think so. But like for the European Championship, I probably would cut like evenlies, as well as like playing Reaper in the main, and having like more of a like deck built for the mirror match.
Okay.
Which this deck isn't like. So yeah.
Okay, sure. So let's continue with the extra deck.
One Italy, 3 blue, 3 reds. And then I played a Catching Magician.
Okay.
This was a really good card in testing, since it outs a lot of the Nightmare boards, where you can't activate Griffin, where you can't activate your monsters effects, since they aren't linked because of Griffin. And this card is, most of the time there will be like a Goblin in the zone which this card points to. So you can just summon this, bounce the Goblin, and then you can target things again and like start doing stuff again. So
Okay.
it never came up though, but in theory it's good. And then the Nightmares, I played all of them. Those came up, this one never came up. I probably would cut that for something else. The Trispania, and then one Borrowload. I expected also stuff like Spiral, and this card is really good against Spiral, of course. You can just like Shark Cannon something, like a double Helix or something, and then just go into this and steal their sleepers. I don't think they can win the game without their sleeper. And then I played the Utopia package, which you can bring out pretty easily by just normal summoning Ray or having Ray already on the field, and like field spell, like multi-roll pop the field spell, or like jamming wave pop the field spell, and yeah, just make this. And it was to have the idea to get around the Ultimate Falcon as well as the Metaltron. I had like my last round of Swiss, I hate against Draco, and he made like the Metaltron with monster spells, and yeah, I was just like, he was considering I have no outs in the main deck on this, except like the Kagari with like I think 16 spells or something, and then I just made this, and he didn't expect it. So yeah, no, it's also cool because the effect doesn't trigger since Utopia prevents that. So
Okay, that's great.
yeah, and also the limiter removal is also not against the Ultimate Falcon, as well as like, yeah, big monsters in general.
About the extra deck, would you change anything?
Of course, I would like cut very much because of the Reaper targets, which I would play. I think the Utopia package I would cut Borrowload as well, the Nightmare, Cerberus. Other than that, I think that was pretty okay.
Okay. And for the side deck?
I played 3 Sphere Modes. I played Sphere Modes over the Reaper. This was definitely like a mistake, but my mindset was the Reaper wouldn't do enough for me if they have Called, and this just kind of like outs the board against Goki, which it did for me in my it was top 4 match, where he had the Call of the Grave, and I was just like, okay, Sphere Mode, and I think that was better for the Goki matchup than the Reaper, but it was worse against like the mirror match because the Reaper, I had no Reapers, so yeah. And then 3 Mind Controls. This was also a card I thought would be great, but it turned out not to be as great. In theory, it's like you go second in the mirror match and you Mind Control their guy, and then you link it away into your guy, and they have to waste like a Widow Anchor, so you basically like got a +1 off since you used 1 card and they used 2 cards. Also, their Ray wouldn't trigger Engrave, so but it wasn't that good, so I wouldn't play that anymore. 3 Shardite won me like so many games. It's like insane in the mirror, as well as against Brandish. 3 Colbert Graves. This card is really insane. Like those 6 cards are probably like the key cards in the mirror match, which wins you the game. Yeah. And then 3 Typhoons. This was because of Ultrageist and like Metaverse, Secret Village, which I really feared. As well as like against Draco, having like another out to anti-spell and like floodgates in general. Yeah.
About the side deck as well, will you change anything?
Yeah, as I said, the Reapers are definitely coming in. Mind Controls are getting kicked. Yeah, Sphere Mode as well for the Reapers. other than that, like, I don't think I would cut anything else. Yeah.
Okay, so any shoutouts?
Yeah, shoutouts to my team, of course. Shoutouts to my only loss in Swiss and Robin Bachhofner, because he played the better deck, and of course my teammates also, I think, played the better deck to win the event. I played like a deck to just top and like counter all these Ultra guys in rogue matchups, and not the deck to win the Swiss National Championship. It's not like the deck is, it's not good in the mirror, like, so yeah. Other than that, no.
Well, in the end it turned out good for you. So once again, congratulations, Andrei, and hopefully we see you at the European Championships in Berlin. Yep, thanks.
Yeah.